Don't worry, I'll take care of this.
You never close your eyes anymore when I kiss your lips.
There's no tenderness like before in your fingertips.
You're trying hard not to show it, baby. But baby, believe me, I know that you've lost that love and feeling. Oh, that love and feeling. You've lost that love and feeling. Now it's gone, gone, gone. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Sit down. Thank you.
That's classic. It's classic. What's up, guys?
Classic.
How you doing today? Yeah, I feel like it's been a long time since we've had a show, so I'm kind of rusty right now. So, but I just wanted to show that that classic montage for the video of Top Gun. That's like one of my favorite parts of the whole movie. But Sideshow, you got that love and custom feeling. So, Steve, man, what's up?
It's going, man. It's good to be back on, the Sundays sometimes, at the time sometimes, and no, good to be back, man.
Yeah, appreciate you coming on. Diane, man, what's up? How you doing? How's your weekend?
Doing pretty good, man. Been a little under the weather this week. So if you guys see me like coughing, but you don't hear me, it's because I've been a little under the weather. But on the positive side, I got a new dog. I know it's not statue related.
Got a dog?
Yeah, I got a puppy.
What kind of dog did you get?
A miniature schnauzer.
Okay.
So
keep him away from your statues.
Right, exactly. Because she's already starting to like try to chew on like my furniture and shit.
Uh-oh.
Oh man.
Yeah, so I'm like,
puppies.
We gotta change that. Lose a kid, get a dog. That's what I say.
That's a pet.
They're both pets.
That's a pet, not a dog. That's a pet.
That's what I need, man. I don't have no yard, so there's no reason for me to get like a real big dog and shit.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, but all good, man. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. X-Men Exclusives, man. What's up, man?
I'm waiting on my earbuds to connect, man. I hear y'all through the computer instead of that, so I might have to leave and come back.
Yeah, we can hear you like this.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave and come back.
It's all good.
All right.
What's up, man? How you doing?
Oh man, I'm doing all right. Just doing a little road trip, but yeah, it has been a minute since streams happened with all the different statue cons and San Diego cons and that con and whatever kind of con. So it's been a whirlwind of stuff. So glad everybody's back safe and settle in, trying to get statue chat back in the game.
We saw you earlier backstage. You look tired, brother. You what's going on your weekend?
Yeah, I got the baseball thing going on with my son, so it's just we had a long road game. We lost in the championship to a team in Florida, but it happens. So
yeah,
but
like I was telling you earlier, all my kids I've done like competitive sports, and my oldest girl, she did traveling softball, so I know exactly what you're doing. So
yeah, the tournament started on Wednesday and just ended today. So but they made it to the championship. So
is your son driving back home by himself, or is he walking back home because he?
Yeah, he's in the back, crashed out.
Oh, okay.
Well, like I said, this show was just how do I put it? It just seemed like the stuff that I was seeing from a lot of the statue companies lately, the license plates companies, just feel like custom stuff, like the outputs, I guess that's what they're calling them, showing pictures before it comes out, like the actual design of the statue before it even the statue even shows up. Prime One's now doing like custom like paint jobs, I guess, for an exorbitant amount of money for some reason. So it just seems like a lot of these a lot of these license companies are doing kind of the custom route type stuff. So I just wanted to get people's opinion on it and just have a discussion real fast. But real fast, I just want to say hi to everybody in the chat. Nice guys here. Jojo, Rocco, Glass Joe, and Jerry. Vega was here, but he stepped out because he apparently canceled me. So, but yeah. So, what do you guys think about what's going on with like Sideshow and all these other companies? Like, you don't see this stuff very often, you know.
So I kind of feel like the custom game has. I feel like manufacturers know about the fact that the custom game is willing to take risk and to give you characters that you want over what they've been able to produce. I kind of feel like that's why Sideshow has been really, like taking more risks, showing renders, showing prints, like the MODOK and stuff. Just because, I mean, if you don't do it, somebody else will. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With their bishop and all that stuff. The custom game is not afraid to take the risk because they're only going to have like an ES of 30 or 40 anyway. And I feel like that licensed companies are starting to jump on that.
Yeah. What about you, Steve? What do you think?
I think it's I think we keep forgetting that I feel like a lot of the companies, we forget that the companies are watching, right? They're like they're listening, because a lot of things that the license companies have been like doing has been because of like shows like this, shows like, on Tuesdays at 8 p.m.
Yeah.
But like it's just like little by little they've been picking up stuff. But I don't know if this is the perfect time for like to do these customized projects, because like the economy, not many people are getting into like even license or custom stuff where like things aren't selling out completely. So I don't know if it's the perfect time. It's a cool would you call it innovation, I guess, like for license companies, because they're starting to put in that work.
I think it's innovation as far as the production goes. And what I mean by that is so the benefit of showing this stuff super early is if the people that are buying the statues, want the statue tweaked or whatever, they have more time to do that, because they're just in the designing phase, basically in the printout phase, so they could change something very easily at this point.
Yeah.
So I think that's innovation as far as that goes, so, and then you're giving a heads up in advance of, when you see the final product, basically. And Customs has been doing that for a long time. When they come up with an idea, they show it right away. Whether it's a renderer or a drawing or even a 3D print. So this is something that I think is good, because I've always liked that Customs will go step by step by step. They'll show you every little step of the process as it goes. And license companies, exactly, and like license companies don't seem to do that very often.
But Jarhead too, though, like a custom company is showing you those things because they want you to trust them. They're a small, mom and pop type thing, and they want you to know that your money is actually being invested into this product, and this is where we're at with it. And I think a license company kind of feels like a little bit of big-headed type, where they don't have to do that. They already have the big name. Their stuff already speaks for itself. So they don't have to show you the progress until now, when they realize that, hey, that actually does bring, that like starts the marketing of their product. You know what I mean? That starts the buzz early.
Just look at this MODOK. Everybody look at it. I haven't heard anything negative about this MODOK yet. You know, and there's a lot of excitement about it. And it's just like a B-level character. It's not like a, you know, out there kind of character. Yeah. C for sure. And you know, but there's all this buzz around it already, you know. Right. So it's nuts when you really think about it.
Even the bishop right next to you or under you, like that was like a surprise to see in that level, like that prototype level right there. That was, and it's like Diane said, it's like the marketing's already like put there with just putting that like, you know, prototype,
creating excitement every step of the way, every design step of the way. That I think that's a good technique for these companies to start using. You know, I wouldn't be shocked if other companies start doing it. Like you see, like PCS is doing it with their, you know, their drawing, like, you know, it's a picture. It's not even a printed out statue. Yeah.
You know who could really benefit from doing this is XM and Prime One. And the reason why I say those two is because they both have like pieces that have been teased a long time ago and they're like nowhere to be found. But if they tease it and then they come up and show, you know, the print or whatever the case, then people at least know, hey, this piece is not dead. This project is still going to happen. You know, they can still plan out their collections, and whatever money they might have set aside for that piece, still keep it, you know, in the background because they know it's still being produced.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's like you're saying, that's another added benefit for these companies is, you know, people will see that and trust that these statues are still getting made because, you know, you haven't heard, you know, about certain statues for months and months and months. And it's like, is this thing even getting made still? You know, but if you see it printed out, I mean, you're going to think that it's coming for sure, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
What about you?
Is my turn yet?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's like I've been saying, like, you know, because I only jumped on, I think I only jumped on one at a time with y'all, right? We talked about the Magneto. What I said personally is I think Sideshow just has different admins. I mean, everybody can take it for what it's worth because these last, like, 8 years, they've never been known to be like banger, 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 Bishop, banger, MODOK, banger, all the three hosts, banger. So I was kind of thinking that maybe from like a corporate standpoint, maybe that like Steve was saying, they watch his show, they watch John's show, they watch this show, and they're saying like, okay, it's custom, you know, it's custom pieces that's been out there. Maybe we should jump into that since we already have the license for Star Wars, we already have the license for Marvel, we have the license for DC. So I'm just saying from what I'm looking at, I think Sideshow just got new management, bro. Like where they're literally saying, hey, they've been wanting the Bishop, let's give it to them, you know. Then like Steve was saying to that effect, who they going against? Prime One. Who they going against? XM. Who everybody been begging for a Bishop? XM. Now Sideshow like, hold my beer.
Yeah, you know? I wouldn't have never thought that Sideshow would have been the first one to come out with a Bishop.
That's my
point.
Know what I'm saying?
Nobody I think would have probably said that.
No.
Yeah, but I mean, but like I said, down like a couple of y'all are still kind of like new, and Steve's kind of new. But like I was telling you earlier when we had the chat, if you've been in the game at least 5 to 10 years, bro, Sideshow is just blowing everybody out the water because they ain't used to that. So when you doing stuff where like every year, you know, Steve can attest when he was going to San Diego Con, you know what I mean? Like you be like, okay, what's the new Wolverine? Or Steve would be like, oh, what's the new Spider-Man? Oh, what's the new Batman? Because those are the key characters. Whereas you like, oh, there's a MODOK now, you know? Even when they did Taskmaster, that threw everybody off. That was like their first step in a random character, but now it's just so that's just how I look at it. They're probably just saying like, y'all, you know, well, these customs are doing this. Why don't we get 1,000 of Bishops? Because customs is only like, you know, like you said, Diane, they're well under 100.
Yep.
That's my take on it. I think they got new management. Look at XM. XM's trying to do a website now because they didn't fell off. So where people can say, hey, you know, what's going on with y'all, man? But XM used to, I mean, you see my background, you know, 50% of my collection was XM, but they just fell off. So I had to jump into custom because I had no choice. They didn't want to make a Bishop. They didn't want to make Jubilee. So.
Yeah. I mean, if you're trying to compete a certain line, I mean, customs is always probably the route to go. Because you're going to wait, especially a Sideshow and some of these bigger name companies, you're going to wait, you know, for whatever like mini character, because they're not going to make 9 times out of 10, they're not going to make a character that's like, MODOK. You know, that's why this is so crazy that they're making one. So, but at the same time, I think people need to support this idea that they're doing, because, you know, I know people are really excited about the statue, and they need to show it with their wallets. You know, say, hey man, this is a C-level character that everybody's excited about. You know, it's a big ass head with little legs and arms. You know, but what about you, Matt? What do you think?
So I think all of you guys hit on something in different variables. I think it's one. I think it's good that Sideshow's doing it. That's, you know, like you said, and it's clear and obvious that they are taking a page out of the customs game. Sideshow is that company that wants to be the big dog, and it always has, and it wants to stay relevant, and it wants to have its input in the game. You know, for example, they were seeing a lot of pieces in the aftermarket selling for a high value. So what did they do? They went and started making pieces and increased the ES on it. So they want it from a corporate standpoint. You know, it's a U.S. corporate company, so they're going to want to maintain their top dog status, or they want to make themselves relevant in it some kind of way. And they see the custom game, they see the dioramas, they see the Wolverine Omega Red, they see the Wolverine Wendigo, they see Last Level's Psylocke, they see all this stuff. They know this stuff is out there. They know they're hot commodities. Therefore, they've got to remain relevant in some kind of way, and they want to inject themselves into it. And they want to kind of take it away to make themselves relevant to compete with that, because that's what they do. That's what a U.S. corporate company would do, right?
Yeah.
And so that's exactly what I think they're doing. They're trying to add some more hype to what they got to change their game a little bit, right? They've got to add some juice to Sideshow, which I think they're doing. They're making it a little electric. They've got some pieces that they're coming out with right now, except for maybe that beast. I don't know what happened with that beast, but
it's not for everybody. It's fine.
Yeah, it's definitely not for everybody. But what they will do, though, you know, to make it relevant, they'll drop the ES on it, right?
Yeah.
So that gives them, you know, room to play with. And exactly the same thing, like you said, showing the artwork for it and showing it creative. They're taking a chapter out of the custom game to get the hype for it, so people can get ready for it and that kind of thing. And it works. So, I mean, they're being smart about it, but I think they're doing it more from a corporate standpoint. We see that the custom game is huge. The community talks about it a lot. There's a lot of good pieces, and we've got to remain relevant somehow. And I think that's exactly what they're doing.
So Matt's saying that Sideshow has that dog in him. It's like
well, yeah, I mean, they have. Well, no, think about it. They've got that corporate mentality of, you know, you got the mom and pop hardware store. Well, here comes Home Depot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's exactly what they want to do. They want to jump in there and like, well, we're going to do one. We're gonna show what we can do if we went this route. And that's what they're doing.
I'm really excited about this route, because, like I said, this is one of my favorite things of being in a custom group, is actually seeing the start process from A to B. You know, it's like, you know, they're showing you the concept all the way to you get it in your hands. And I've always appreciated that. So, and I think a lot of collectors are going to appreciate the way they're doing things. So,
and another thing too, I wanted to touch on too, Jarhead. A lot of people forgetting that when XM first started, they did what Sideshow was doing in 2015. So Sideshow is like 9 years what XM did. Like I was trying to tell Diane, if he started at the beginning, he'd be like, "Dang man, you right, XM, you do like all these here right here, Diane, the prints."
What is that? I can't.
That's
zoom
that's
in?
the art prints.
I didn't even know you had those.
Yeah, these come with you know how they come with it,
prints
right?
that came with
So they would tease this like Gambit. They would tease that in black and white. They would tease Cable in black and white. See what I'm saying? So you would automatically know, like, Professor X was teasing black and white, and then when they come out, of course, it's color. But that's what XM did, bro, since 2015. And a lot of people forgetting that they would tease it, and then you'd be like, oh, and then they would do the Singapore Comic Con in like end of the year, October, November, and then you would get to see the product. That's why everybody's mad that they didn't catch Mystique, because people was telling them, hey, she looks overscaled. Oh, and then they printed out the whole 500 run, and there you go.
Really, all that does is benefit. It benefits everybody involved if they're showing
Exactly.
the stuff this early. Because like you said, you know, they would catch that stuff early. People would say, hey man, that statue's way too big. The same thing with these, you know, statues that we see. Oh well, you know, what if Beast's legs are a little too small for his body? Or, you know, now they have time to fix that stuff if they end up doing it or not. But that's
just like PCS did with the Conan, right? They made some changes.
Like another example would be like, remember when Superman came out initially, like from Sideshow? Like everyone didn't like the portrait because it was old man Superman.
Right.
Yeah, people got like, you know, a little bit involved in like, you know, Tuesdays on CMP. We were like, no kidding.
Tuesdays, Wednesdays,
No,
Fridays. Everybody was jumping on it.
I feel like now companies are like, you know, it's. I know like a couple of years ago, they would, some collectors would say like, companies never listened to us, so why even
They
bother?
didn't.
You know?
2 years ago, Sasha would have not changed that face, Steve. You and me both know that. 2022, not happening.
But now we have this good thing going right now. I think it's rolling in the right direction. But like after saying all these things, what are the negatives for you guys on like all this going on? I feel like we could lose it, you know, if we
I don't see a negative at all to them engaging with the community and changing stuff based on people's likes. I do have a question, since you know you guys been in the game longer than me. At what point did social media have like such a stronghold over I guess like statue collecting, to the point that companies now listen and they read it and they watch the shows and they change it based on, you know, what people say?
See, XM was like X-Men exclusive we were saying earlier. XM used to do that when they first started. See, and they started off as a custom group. Not a lot of people know that. XM Studio started off as a custom group. So so then they became a licensed piece, but they kept some of that how they do business involved in the community, like asking questions. They had their own little separate group and they would ask, hey, you know, what do you guys think about this coming out? And that kind of stuff. That was kind of like a custom mentality. And when they were doing that, those years they were doing that were very successful for them.
That's how they got all them bangers.
Yeah, that's you got all these Grail pieces because of that time frame of them asking the community what they wanted and how they wanted it, you know.
So to touch on that, Diane, like I was in the group. We only had 50, and it was a, you know, like I said, secret group, and it was, you know, everybody would trust each other. You know, like I'd see something and I can't be like, hey Rob, look, this coming out. Oh my God, they doing War Tank, they doing Hope. But like I told you, the pictures that was in I just showed y'all, those would be black and white. They would show that to the group. And before those pictures that I showed y'all would come out, they would have the 2D. And the 2D would be like, hey man, on Storm, you know, her tornado needs to rap more, you know.
Like this. Like this.
Yeah, there you go. So, you know, we start off with those, Diane. And that was like said from the 50 people, and everybody would give their feedback. Like on this, they would be like, oh, well maybe we shouldn't have as much. So when it prints out, it ain't gonna wrap the algae ain't gonna look as good when it's gotta be green. You know, just something like that. Yeah. So they did that.
I think what you're more getting at, when other companies started listening to, you know, like Steve and groups on. No, was when was it, Steve? Right after COVID or something?
Yeah,
right at the end of COVID.
Yeah.
Right after COVID. I mean, a lot of people spent a lot of money during COVID buying statues and collecting, and then, you know, it became, you know, the Facebook groups became popular, and I think that's when it started taking off. But they weren't listening. They were like, okay, yeah, there's a cool community out there, but then the criticism came. And nothing catches fire more than negative criticism, right? And if somebody gets something negative, they're going to want to put their ear to it to hear what's going on. Yeah. And I think that happened. Some of the criticisms on certain pieces and certain companies popped up. And then once one company did it, all the other companies started doing it. So therefore, it just became, okay, we need to see what's going on in the community, because these are our customers. So I think that's what happened there. But it was right around a little bit after COVID.
I think, you know, part of that issue was why a lot of companies went away from that kind of stuff is because when COVID was happening, people were just buying stuff up. You know, people were just buying, you know, hobby stuff, and you know, it was it was the golden age, you know.
Yeah.
And I don't think some of these statue companies had to work as hard to get your money, you know.
Right.
And some of the quality and some of the stuff that they used to have has gone to the wayside. You know, look at all the bangers that used to have, like, you know, XM, for instance, you know, Hulkbuster, you know, all the Grail statues out there were right before COVID hit. And then all of a sudden, you know, you don't see Grail status as much anymore, like at all. So
I think they've had maybe 2 from 2022 to 2024. They may have had 2 with Maestro on Throne and maybe one other. That's it.
Yeah.
They had no, you know, Ghostbusters on ride on bike, none of that.
And the other thing was they were seeing their statues. You know, they had a $500 or $600 statue selling for $2,000. So they're like, whoa, what's going on? You know what I mean? When they saw the resale value of some of their pieces, that perked their ears up as well. I mean, nothing's going to perk a company's ears up like money.
Yeah, well, then, you know, then you start seeing the cost of statues go up too.
Exactly.
You know, it's funny how that coincides with that. You know, you see, you know, Hulkbuster going for $4,000. You're like, oh man, I can make a
it was 9.
Yeah, I can make a War Machine now version of that one and sell for $4,000, right? Because you know, Hulkbuster was going for that. So
yeah. Look what these fools are willing to pay.
Yeah.
And that's what that's what happened.
And we are, you know, think about how much Hulkbuster cost, you know. So
customs the same way, Matt. You know that. You got customs. They'll start out at 1,000, and then we be like, wait, 2,000? Like Blob was 18 because he was big. That boy.
The biggest thing for me though is like the negative route for me, or the negative on this is like, if we as collectors start taking advantage of it, is like, if they don't listen, we're not gonna buy it. It like I hope we don't go into that mentality where, like, if they don't do what we say, the company is trash to us. You know, like I hope
you hope that they don't do that.
I hope we don't do that. Like we take advantage of what's going on right now, to where like if
I don't see that happening, because I know, Matt, you've been into a game a long time with me and Jordan. How many times we done had a yearly chat where we like, well, if y'all stop buying it, then the company will listen. They'll still buy it.
Yeah, that's like
it'll be Steve, it'll be trash in 2021, bro. They'll still buy it. Like, I mean, Diane, perfect example. What is Sideshow notorious for being hated on? Fabric. So that's why me and Steve was like, oh, we get a Daniel Bell scope, check mark. Oh, I get a sculpted cake, check. That's why I was like, everybody like, you got to give them an either. Probably gonna be the Sideshow, because the customers want to tear my head off when I can just get the Sideshow for $745. Why I'm gonna pay $2,000?
Yeah, I don't think it'll ever get to that.
Yeah,
I mean, because they're still gonna do what they're gonna want to do.
Look how good that Daniel Bell is there, right there in the middle. Look how good it is. So
amazing.
A
wall of Magnetos. Who could ask for anything?
Yeah, Charlie could. That's up there with him. Charlie got like what, 700 of them? That's crazy.
But yeah, so like we were talking about earlier, though, like this right here with the Aquaman, you know, we haven't seen the statue yet. All we're seeing is a 2D render, and they're already creating, you know, excitement for it. People are going crazy. Oh, this looks so dope. You know, I know several people that said they're already going to get the statue because of this render. You know, and that's how it used to be in the custom groups too. They would show renders, and people would freak out. Like, I'm going to order it right now. I'm going to pre-order this second. You know, so it creates a lot of, I don't say FOMO, but it's FOMO. You know, people are like, oh man, this is going to be the statue. So it creates a lot of excitement.
It's all about like marketing and creating buzz for your product and stuff. If there's buzz for your product and people are afraid that their neighbor will have it and they won't, like that FOMO you just mentioned, then they'll run out and just try to, you know, buy it ahead of time.
Yeah, for sure. That's why I think they need to keep with the low, like they need to do this type of stuff and keep with the lower ES. Yeah. And that will ensure that their stuff
absolutely
sells out. They don't got to do like 50 or anything like that, but like, you know, less than 500 or 700. You know, if their stuff's sitting anyways for years or or it's they're spending money to store it, or they have to lower their prices, have big sales. That's not cost effective for them anyways. So they might as well lower the ES and sell out right away.
I don't think an ES should be higher than 700. Period. Ever.
Yeah.
Well, the thing about Sideshow is they've been averaging about, like, because that's what me and Steve was talking about on his show when I jumped in. He had like a quick chat. Everybody was like, well, "What if the Magneto is like 2,500?" I'm like, "Nah, I can see them doing 1,000 maybe." I mean, he a popular character, but they just been doing low numbers, bro.
What do you think about their? Because I haven't talked to you since they dropped it. What do you think about their Magneto?
I like it because it's just as good as the one you had in the back, like the one you got behind you.
About Daniel Bell one?
Yeah, yes, sir. So that's what I said. Like that used to be my first Magneto I was obsessed with. So to be able to get the same sculptor and run the same type style, but it's got a smaller footprint too. Because remember, I got to cram all mine in Magic cases next year when we move. So I can't, like, that one there takes up a lot of room, but still, and but yeah, I'm definitely gonna cop that with Steve. So we'll probably do like a double unboxing because I think it ships between January and April. Steve was saying.
Yep.
So,
I don't know, Steve. You getting a Magneto?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we both had the XM we were gonna get, bro, but they put the train brakes on.
Still got faith that the XM one will come out.
I just don't like the pose, bro.
Like walking.
The pose is better on. Yes, he's got an awkward pose to it, so it's like.
Real quick in the chat, Jojo saying, well, I feel all the Sideshow Star Wars statues are just remakes of a former custom statue producer. Yeah, I mean, I can see there's a couple of them that even the Bishop, there's a very close resemblance to a custom Bishop that came out a while back.
I know which one you're talking about too. Yep,
it's the same. It's the same sculptor, isn't it?
I'm not sure.
I think it was a chat. Somebody had said it was the same sculptor.
But yeah, I mean, I agree. Some of these statues, like the Thrawn on Throne, there was a custom group that did almost the exact same pose. I mean, what are you gonna do with Thrawn though? That's just his pose.
Yeah.
So
right, it's like Xavier.
But yeah.
But what do you? So, but see, I also think that the Sideshow. I agree with you, Jarhead. If they keep the ES low, they'll make statue collecting relevant again. It's kind of like, with the Darth Vader that came out, the second Mythos. What's the ES on that? It was crazy high, right?
Yeah.
So their first batch is sold out, right? But I think they're realizing now, because they want to super saturate the market so much with their product, that's kind of backfiring on them. I mean, the economy's not that. You can find statues at, really low prices right now in the aftermarket, and especially when it's flooded with a lot of different statues. It's making statue collecting. A lot of guys are like, well, I don't need to do this no more. It's just I can do this whenever. But when you have the low ES, it just keeps everything relevant in the game. And I think that's if they do it like that and they bring it back to where it makes a statue collecting fun and exciting again, I think they're onto something.
I think ESs should be no more than 1,000. Everything should be under 1,000 ES. Look how well that did for XM. XM, they did the made to order stuff, and it was like 1,000 capped out. But look at the Grail status on some of their statues. Hulkbuster was $9.99. And it's still considered a Grail. It still goes for a lot of money. They need to keep that under 1,000, and I think it would be a lot more successful for them.
Supply and demand. And demand.
So
that's one thing I was telling Diane, like, I loved about XM is because we had the feedback group down, so it wasn't gonna be nothing that wasn't gonna be a banger. And then you could tell when they and pretty much like, I mean, it don't matter now, it's irrelevant, but the reason why the group got closed is some knucklehead leaked the Star Wars stuff. And they didn't get sued for that by Lucas or whatever them. Who's Star Wars over?
George Lucas.
Yeah, George Lucas. He
Disney,
can sue them.
No, he sold it though. He sold it to Disney.
Okay, yeah. So Disney can sue them.
Did he sell the Star Wars, the whole thing to Disney?
Yep, he sold everything.
Well, that's probably why. Remember, Star Wars is on Disney Plus. Disney owned it. See what I'm saying? Just like Disney owned the X-Men, they bought it from Fox. Otherwise, they wouldn't be able to show the X-Men 97 or any of the X-Men movies. That's why everything's on Disney Plus.
Yeah, Lucasfilms. He sold Lucasfilms or whatever it was.
Yeah. So that's what happened. Some knucklehead leaked the Raven and Malik when the black and white I told you about. Somebody leaked it on Instagram, and got back to the boss, and they was like, "Sorry guys, we gotta disown the group because somebody wanted to."
People always gotta ruin a good thing.
Super free.
That's
We
what I'm
would've still
afraid
had
of,
that
though,
group.
you know, like with all this stuff that's going on, like someone's gonna ruin it for.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to say earlier. Like, hopefully, this isn't gonna ruin.
Well, but see the thing about that, Steve, though, that's different though. That's like what my point to that was. That's when XM was trusting collective. Like Sideshow don't have a group where they're just like Steve, Jarhead, Dion, Matt, and you know, and
that we know of.
Oh, right,
There could be a group out there, you know.
Yeah, that given. Well, yeah. Jared, you want to address that comment that old boy put in about Beast? Jose put he said hopefully Sasha will listen to the fans and rework the Beast statue. So Jose, my response to you, and then Jarhead's probably gonna see because he's on the opposite end. I don't think they're gonna rework Beast because Beast was accepted from a lot of standalone collectors, meaning that the only people that was really complaining about Beast was the people like me that needed to go with the action line. Like I couldn't get that Beast when he's on the desk, but Jarhead perfectly fine. I got 4 of the buddies, Jose, perfectly fine with him being on the desk because they don't collect like that. They don't have to have the lineup where it's all Sentinel based, rock based. So that's my thing. Jarhead, you want to chime in on that?
Yeah, I will say, like, I was on Steve's show Tuesdays at what time, Steve?
I think at 8 p.m. sometimes.
Me and him,
What's the name of it? What's the name of that show?
Yeah, right.
CNP.
I forgot.
Watch the Sideshow commercial.
Lots of Sideshow commercials.
We were talking, and I had no clue what statue they were being made, but I pretty much described the statue to a T of what I wanted from a Beast statue. And lo and behold, it was exactly for verbatim on the statue that I want. I don't need a statue to go along with everything else. I just need it to represent the character as close as possible for me. You know, I don't need a whole battle scene. I've already got an XM Sentinel Dion for that.
Oh man!
So
he never left a chance to rub that in and go by.
Since you know you made such a big deal of it, now I gotta do it all the time. But I don't necessarily need a statue to fit in with every other statue for me. But that's just me. I know a lot of people.
Right. Well, I said everybody gonna be different. I love it.
Everybody wants to flow to their statues, but for me, I don't need that. And to me, that represents Beast to a T. You know, when I think of Beast in my head, I think of that statue. I've seen it in the comic books of him doing that exact pose. Right. And yes, I know it's not perfect. The legs maybe could be a little beefier. I know a lot of people complain about that.
I gotta do some of those legs.
But to me, it's
I think the pose is perfect for that Beast. The problem that I have with it is like his legs look like taffy, like Mr. Fantastic or something, because they look like they're being contorted and bending in ways that is not even possible. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
even for Beast.
I want to address something in the chat real fast. Nelson says, "Whatever. You don't show any breakdancing videos, anyways." Okay, I got something for you. I got something for you. You want to go there? You want to go there?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Watch it.
Oh, Nelson, you should have done that.
Combat! Attention! You have just entered a battle zone.
It's time for us to find out who's really the best with the precious crew. No time for words, we're through with that. All that is left is pure combat. Now we're all here, roll up the crew. Someone will win, someone will lose, but we must battle to decide. Keep honor and this pride. We've got the moves, you've got the speed, we've got the power that you need. Experience will give you that, but the test is combat.
That was just for Nelson.
That was brutal. Is what that was.
Classic.
Basically saying, watch your mouth, Nelson.
Break dancing. I got you. But yeah, what were we talking about a second ago?
Well, Well, it's like Ann said, there's a lot of different guys who actually really, like that beast. So that beast is, they're gonna do anything with it. So
I mean, I
mean, they're gonna fix the seams. They already said they were gonna fix the seams.
Yeah.
But I'm planning to buy that statue already, just because, like I said, that's my depiction of beast.
Jarhead, you don't see a problem with his legs.
I have it ready if you want to watch it.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think also, you know what else though? The controversy makes the statue height. Oh, that's the controversial
That's
beast.
true too. That is very true.
You know what I mean? So that could be a way of looking at things, a selling point.
Now, what are you seeing, Don? What are you seeing on this piece?
So wait till it like zooms up a little bit, right? So his legs, man, like they look very long and like soft and bendy, like that's not even
Oh,
even
you talking
like,
about the one where the tube is dripping down from?
Yeah, that.
Well, no, he's also talking about they're rounded. They're not symmetrically lineage like a shin. Like a shin is straight. A shin isn't rounded.
Correct.
Am I right? And like an ankle.
There's no ankle.
Right. There's no pivotal. There's no pivotal points. There's no pivotal points or bones. There's no joint. There's no joints. It's like it's
blue tube.
Right.
Basically.
Right. Exactly.
X-Men character. They do what they want. X-Men
Oh,
prove.
look, this guy said day one pre-order. Boom.
Well, no, I get exactly what you're saying. There's the human, the body. Like I said, even on a beast or an animal, the shin it has joints and it has straight bones. These aren't straight bones. They're bent.
Where's the separation in his leg? I need a thigh, a knee, an ankle.
Right.
There's no
exactly.
You need all the bones, huh?
But what if he like them people y'all be seeing on the little TikTok videos that double jointed?
Even a contortionist. Yeah, but they can. But even a contortionist, they're just it's joint manipulation. They're able to just bend it that way. They don't bend their bones.
Right.
Oh yeah, you saying the bone?
They bend the joints.
To be like how you and die. I ain't no body part person, so that's.
Ooh, look at that. That's cool.
I mean,
that's before it get painted. So before it's painted right here, Diane, when they were showing the feet, it's like he was turning the foot like the bone naturally turns. See, look, the bone naturally turns right there. See, can't the bone turn the feet like that?
But that's not like an ankle.
Oh. All right, well, I'm gonna let you admit. That's why y'all know it and I don't. Right.
I mean, you don't have to be like some body.
There's a second board
enthusiast. You can look at your own leg and see that it has sections. A leg has sections, and his looks like a blue tube.
Right. It has an angle.
Right.
This doesn't have an angle. It has a curve. There's a difference.
Correct.
So Jose saying, "Where's the link? I want to give my 2 cents real quick." I sent you the list. I sent you the link, buddy. So come on.
Wow, he'd never get on this.
Come on, buddy.
You got him, Jared?
Yeah, it depends. If he's in agreement with me, then send him a link. If he's not, then don't.
Oh no! Whoa, Diane. First of all, let me pause. Jose is the aficionado of who don't like beats. So you definitely leave for your word when he get on. He didn't put that in every chat from Casual's page, John's page, the custom page, the cock page, the DCX page. He'd be like, man, I hate this beat. So that's the least of your word.
I do see what you're saying about his legs and everything.
You see
Dion? I see it, but you got to remember he doesn't have the same anatomy as a human.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
People said that same thing, but to me that sounds like a cop out. That sounds like I want a beast statue so bad that I'm willing to overlook it. That's what it sounds like. That's
Look,
what I heard
the statue is not perfect to me at all, but it's perfect for me.
Okay, that's fair.
You get what I'm saying?
That's definitely fair.
Yeah, I had a couple of homies that I ain't into big girls, but that's what they love. So it's like, it's for them. You know, they need more cushion.
You gotta do you. You gotta do.
She's not
you.
perfect, but she's perfect for me.
bro. I got.
I just figured out throw that out there. You know what I'm saying?
I got a story about that afterwards.
You know, y'all don't be like Steve. Steve getting them little model kicks or something that the cosplay and all that. But we do got some friends with the big girl.
We got Jose in the background.
What's up, guys?
What's up,
Tony Coca?
So, share your 2 cents.
So
Please.
everybody's talking about the table. It's not a table. That's an end table. If you want a table, they took the same design concept from the custom statue. If they were gonna do it that way, that would have been better. He's standing on the end table. He's not standing on the regular table. That's one thing. I don't mind that it's not a beast like everybody was saying, Sentinel hand or Danger Room situation. That's cool because it takes it away from the character. But with the beast, like everybody's saying with the anatomy is still, it's off. His legs contort the wrong way.
Yes.
His head can't bend that far back to look in that position at the same time with the way that his back is. His back is too straight for his head to be pivoted all the way back that way. The grandma glasses throw it off, and it looks like it's just going to be the grandma glasses, beast face, and then the cat face. Unless they have a third head that they're going to custom up, that they're going to make.
I don't think you have to add the glasses. I don't think that's a.
It looks like it's sculpted. It looks like it's sculpted onto the statue.
I'm not sure.
At least from these pictures, it looks like it's sculpted onto the statue.
When they showed the paint up, they showed it without the glasses when they were painting it. So I don't know.
All right, because the grandma glasses look terrible on them, but it's just the posing. Like his legs shouldn't bend like elbows.
Yes, thank you.
It shouldn't pivot that way. And somebody mentioned he's because he's the beast. But remember, he's only the beast because he drank a chemical that turned him furry. It didn't change the anatomy because the beast always had that ability to be very agile and everything. It's a control.
Yep.
Yeah, he was very agile from the beginning.
Remember before he had when he had the skin, when he had regular skin, he was just a gymnast.
Yeah, exactly. So saying that is because he's the beast that takes away from the concept of the character. The character stuff already had that ability to be that way, but when he drank that serum is when he turned furry. That's all it did. It didn't change his body anatomy or nothing like that. He was always that way. The way that the knees are bending, the way his back, like I said, he's not posed properly, so it throws it off for me. Like if he would have been more like hand on the table, in a sitting position, like hand in the middle, one hand holding one of the beakers, and he was pouring it into it with the other hand. Like just showing off, that'd be cool. But the way that the pose is too much. There's it throws everything off. Like it's not how he should be.
Right. His shins shouldn't be rounded like that. It's just anatomically incorrect.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, again, I've seen him do this in the comic books. So.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, it doesn't translate. Yeah, but it doesn't translate into a statue.
Yeah, exactly. Like people make that comment. I've seen it in the comics, but a lot of comic book artists' work doesn't translate well into the statues. Like Artgerm. Artgerm is a great artist. A lot of the statues that they make of Artgerm's artwork doesn't translate well because of the face.
Yeah, I get what everybody's saying, but still, this is.
Hey, if it's for you and you like it, go for it.
I like the big girl. That big girl is not for everybody, but she's perfect for me.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Not everybody likes big women, but somebody loves them.
This is my big beautiful woman right now.
That's a big bitch.
Y'all know why I would be on that one.
Everybody likes big women, but they got somebody for them.
I'll be happy.
She makes me happy, okay?
It's what's on the inside.
That's why I went on and threw that out there. I was like, this is going to turn into one of those scenarios.
Like, I wish, a lot of people complain about the XM Beast, the furry one. But like the way that they made that one. I think that one was pretty good. They was just certain things that were off on it.
Yeah.
Like that type of a beast should have been the beast that Sideshow came out with.
See, and I don't like that beast at all. Like
Right.
from head to toe, I don't like that beast.
Is that the one where he looks like a gorilla stand up with his hands over his
The one behind me, man, the one I got. The one that everybody says, well, I said it too. He should have been painted a little lighter, then he'll look good.
Right. All things with the evil snarl. Like with this beast and the last beast that they showed off, I think with Iron Studios beast, that he's in the jungle.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't care for that one either. That's another beast that doesn't look like Beast.
Correct.
Because that beast, that beast in the jungle, you could paint them orange and you could make Beastman out of them.
Right. Agreed.
See, that's him.
I like that beast, but like Ant said, if he was painted a little bit lighter, he'd be perfect.
And he's got to fix the color.
Yeah, and that's a very Jim Lee style.
I don't know. See, Jarhead, I wish I could have. My bad, Jarhead. I wish I could have brought this piece to you. Everybody that be thinking he's small, he's not. And if you do the measurement, it's because he's crouched, bro. Like his thighs is bigger than Cyclops' thighs. That's why I got him right next to each other. It's because he's crouched. If he would have been standing like all the way up straight, nobody would be doing it. That's why the people that got beast in hands don't ever say anything about him, bro. I promise you, he's not on the scale. He just crouched like that. If I ever get a chance to come down there, I'm gonna bring him in. You're gonna be like, oh yeah, he's not small. He is big.
I mean, I got an XM Beast Ion, right?
Yeah, you got the die one.
Yeah, I got an XM Beast. I got him on Sentinel.
Okay. Oh man.
So
yeah,
but I think Sideshow can really not take on Beast because they've got the looking at their statues in the past, so like Conan Fury the Beast. I mean, they can nail the fur and the portrait and everything else. I think what makes it hard is Beast is that character where you want to capture the essence of that character, and he's known for his gymnastic ability, right? So I think that's what makes this Beast character hard to do. And I think for him to stand out, it's just they've got to do something creative to showing his flexibility. You know what I mean?
So question: if they fix the legs, would that be all right for everybody? Would the statue be a top tier beast at that point?
If they fix the legs, it is a day one purchase. Period.
I hope Sideshow's listening because you would get a lot more sales on it.
I'm so serious because I love the whole concept of it.
Maybe because they're already addressing the seams, or that's gonna work out in everybody's favor. Because if they know about the seams, they know about the legs.
I would even say to hell with the seams. I'll deal with the seams. Just fix the legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a
Right.
lot of people.
No, it's good they deal with the seams though, because everybody's still mad about the Sideshow Nightcrawler seam, wherever that's supposed to be at.
Right. They left those seams in on Nightcrawler, but that's still like the best Nightcrawler that's out there.
Right.
Agree to disagree. I've always liked the XM one personally.
I mean, I have it. I
like that one better, but that's just me. I'm in the minority. But
yeah, I don't complain about mine. I'm cool on XM. They just that Mr. Sinister and then that Magneto body pose, but it's cool. Sideshow got me in, my back. I'm gonna jump on the CMP train and get the Sideshow version.
But like I was saying earlier though, like when they're doing stuff like this and creating hype, it does a lot for the the statue, I think, and the sales of it. So they need to keep doing this like 2D stuff and showing us, hey, to me this is a better tease than showing a shadowy figure and saying,
Correct.
Okay, here you go. This to me is like the best tease you could do.
I agree 100%, because at least then like you can visualize like what it looks like when it's painted and all that stuff. 100% agree.
Yeah. So, and that's not the only one they've been doing it with. But here's another company, like we were talking about earlier. They're printing out the statue before it's painted, and they're showing it. Saying, "Hey, look at this. What do you guys think of it?" And I think it got a great reception. It's
This
expensive,
was
apparently.
Surprise of the con, for real.
Yeah.
It's expensive too, but like it's cool. Like you just showed that artwork, right? Like, but
Yeah.
to see this, even just to see this, not painted, just to see this like as a prototype phase, like just printed out. This was awesome to see in person, man. Like I could already
It looks
visualize
good,
it.
even unpainted. To be honest.
Yeah, some of the guys
Yeah.
were saying like they would buy just this. Like, just
Yeah.
have-
I think a lot of people forget too. Like we can't. What's the word I want to use? We can't really like compromise and say, "Oh, well, that's out of somebody else's budget." Because what about them weird collections I be seeing in Star Wars where the dude got every life size that was 10K a piece? I don't know what the next person pockets is, Jarhead. You feel me? So it's like,
yeah.
Like to me, like if I was gonna get, and we were talking about this earlier behind in the backstage, if I was gonna get a statue, like a one-off statue, I would want something like this, so I don't have to buy a ton of different things. Like I don't have to buy, a Rodimus. I don't gotta buy.
Oh, okay.
I don't gotta buy it. Like this represents all of Transformers for me. And I would, you're gonna spend more money, but I'm probably gonna save money in the long run because I'm not gonna feel the need to buy a Jazz. I'm not gonna feel the need to buy Optimus. I have it all right there. That's another reason why I like Diorama so much.
It's the perfect one-off piece.
Yeah, exactly.
I heard this from do you guys know Mike from Collectors Enable, the doctor? He said it best. He was like, collectors are crazy. Like if it's a $5,000, $10,000 piece, collectors will find a way to get it.
We justify it for ourselves.
Yeah, justifying it, but then also like starting to sell some of the pieces too fun to get that piece, that you want, right?
Yeah.
The price tag, like it's definitely a factor in like collections, but we're so crazy that just
yeah. That's why when I see people with the life size, that's why I see CMP when I see the what do you go by Ronnie Stark guy, he got all the life size Iron Man or the mock this, and I'll be like, bro, I can't count nobody pockets, bro. Like, dude.
So yeah, they had this. This was a big hit, and a lot of people didn't expect this to come out. I mean, because it's a random company too. So
the company's called Mighty Jacks, by the way.
Yeah. So there was this. So then PCS came out with a 2D, sketch or however you want to call this, and this created a lot of excitement.
Yeah, that's gonna get ate up. I don't know what it is about the Star Wars fan, boy. It can be a Darth Vader hand by itself, a hand bust. They gonna scoop it up.
Yeah, And it's crazy because there's more on the other side. We just can't see it yet. And to me, again, if I was just necessarily a hardcore Star Wars guy, but I wanted a Star Wars figure to represent Star Wars in my collection, this to me is like one and done here. Like I wouldn't need anything else.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I think PCS really struck gold with these bust pieces, because even though like they have Carnage and the Hulk so far, but if they start diving into like Star Wars or Transformers or like Ninja Turtles,
that's the thing that's up next. Is they've got Ninja Turtles coming, they've got
they
Star Wars coming,
Masters of the Universe, or if they did like those types of properties, the IPs or whatever, like that, this could be crazy. But they have to also make sure to keep the price down because that Hulk was like $2,600.
Expensive.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because the other one, the Carnage one, was what, 14, 13, 14?
15.
Yeah, something like that.
So it went up 900 on it.
Yeah.
So that's a big price jump. I mean, it's a lot bigger statue.
It is a bigger piece.
But
like Matt was saying earlier, if somebody's gonna be dumb enough to buy it, they're gonna be crazy enough to sell it. Come on over here with your $2,600 for $1.
we got another what do they call these?
Print.
Yeah, we call them prints, but they call them something else. Outputs. This is what we call print in the custom world. The statue, so you see it.
They call it an output.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's sideshow terminology.
But this is what customs do. This is exactly what customs do.
Exactly. I mean, I'm not a Star Wars collector, so I wouldn't be buying this, but it does look really, really good.
And the crazy thing is, like I said, what I was saying at the beginning, that's a piece, and this piece, something that nobody would have ever thought Sideshow would make.
Hell.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
And
and
like
it
I
happened
said,
at the perfect time because the custom group that we all, knew and that, closed, God bless them, now this makes room for Sasha to say, hey, let me step in now.
and to me, these are the perfect teases, man. Like nobody wants to see a shadow, or a leg,
Or the Ross, what about the little
Yeah.
Ross sketch part?
Yeah, I mean,
I agree with that 1,000%. No logos, no cue cards,
Yeah.
no shadows. Just show us a rendering.
Like one of our guys
Be
says,
great.
"Ang sang."
Insane. But yeah, I mean, this is how you tease it, man. And these are all soon enough before coming out as a pre-order too that it's a good enough tease. You don't even have to show a video of it. Just show this picture or a 2D picture. I think everybody would be way more excited to see a 2D picture than a shadow or a foot.
100% agree.
Yeah, I give nothing but props for Sideshow for doing this kind of stuff.
I think Sideshow right now, when it comes to statue companies, I think Sideshow is in the driver's seat.
Yeah, and look at this big old two-hander right here. The statue nobody knew they wanted
until they saw this,
and they were like, "Oh man, look at that behemoth."
But Diane, you know what I was trying to explain to everybody? What a lot of people don't know is this is sought after on the Bowen, which is 1/6 scale,
Yep.
and it runs about 1,000 to 1,400.
What? Wait, what?
Yeah.
For the 1/6.
Pretty big too, but still, it's freaking.
The 1/6. So
Man,
imagine going from
1/6 Bowen.
Yes, the 1/6 Bowen goes for 1,000. So now that you'll have a chance to get this, he ain't gonna be no more than probably about 8. So now you can get a big old 1/4 head for 800.
I have a feeling this is going to be more than 800.
I think it'll be like 9.
This is going to be juggernaut. This is going to be juggernaut cost.
1,200.
Yeah.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
Oh, because it's probably gonna be heavy, huh?
Yeah, it's the
Juggernaut.
size. It's a two-hander, and it's gonna have light up features and.
They light them up. Okay.
Yeah, there's a little plug-in right here.
Okay, so let's just say 1,000 then, but still 1,000.
This is Sideshow, right?
Yeah.
Is this Sideshow?
Yes, Sideshow.
Yeah, I'll tell them how the 1/6 go for about 1,000, and it's only from Bowen.
See, and people were wondering the size difference.
Stuff don't go that much now.
What?
Yeah, it's prices.
No, man. Trust me. I went to the eBay and looked at the last 4 sold. There was 950,000. That's what I'm telling you. The Bowen was selling stupid because it ain't a lot. This size was low, small.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
you got
That's,
diehard
again,
people
edition
that like
size.
to see character.
So
Right.
No, but my point, Matt. But the whole point of it is, who would buy $1,000 to get a 1/6 Modoc when you could spend $1,000 and get the 1/4 Modoc? That's my point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And I know a lot of people there was a lot of talk of trying to figure out what scale this was, if it was a true 1/4 or if it was that weird Wolverine size.
Yeah.
I'm thinking this is quarter scale just because look how big that 1/6 is.
Yeah.
So he's a
The
big
1/6 is big on the 1/6 Bowen's big on this, and the 1/6 Mojo's big. So anytime
Well,
you make
I
Modoc
don't know
or
much
Mojo,
about this character. Is he naturally big?
Yeah, he's a huge.
This is how he look. This is how he look. This is if you play the Avengers game on the PlayStation, or this is how he look.
Just
when you fighting
like
Modoc.
Jesse says, the length goes all the way past direct mode.
God.
Oh yeah. There go the freaky comments. Get ready to be banned.
So yeah, I think this is the route, definitely the route to go.
I'm getting this one. Like
Sideshow.
Sideshow. I really hope the paint job is like the Bowen one, where it's like metallic around his crown and all around his
purple and then that yellow.
Yeah, those need to pop because on the Bowen one, like if they want to copy that one, I'm completely cool with it. But I'm looking forward to this one. Really looking.
They probably. I think they will. And with the light up feature, would be just to add the bonus.
I need a swap out portrait too. Just a
Yeah, okay. You're gonna get one leg going like this and one leg going like that. That's your swap. and then we
Trying to
have
find the
Bishop.
one where I gotta-
This trash.
So yeah, whatever. This is what had me thinking about the custom stuff altogether. Because to me, there's so much detail here, and to me, this doesn't even feel like a sideshow piece.
Right.
Just
Doesn't
like the
feel-
Batgirl. That
Bro,
Batgirl.
if we keeping it real, Batgirl and Bishop looked at like Prime One pieces.
Yeah. There's
I
just
would
crazy
even
detail.
go off and say that Constantine that they got coming out also doesn't look like a normal sideshow piece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When they have pieces like that that come out, man, that they're
Even
knocking it
Magneto.
out of the park.
Even the Magneto, but this is why I go back to my point, Diane. Between new management and them bringing in like Daniel Bell and all that, because like I said, me and Jarhead and Matt can attest. The old school sideshow is not known for bangers. For them to just have a MODOK that everybody like, a Bishop with portals, you know what I mean? Cable did real good too. Go ahead.
The Magneto for me is too safe. Like I'm not a huge fan of it because that base looks just like every other custom Magneto base that's out there.
Oh yeah, I'm cool with that because there's only so many bases you can do with Magneto. That's like that goes back to what Jarhead was saying with the throne. How many dooms on throne where you can make where there's a chalice for him to hold, the chair sit in. There's like what 5 of them, right, Jarhead? I think on top of my head, and they all.
I've got some coming up on these pictures, so
okay.
There's a bunch of them coming. So
yeah, so it's just teachers them. I'm cool with it though. Me and Steve on board. So it's,
but like I said, this is the statue that prompted this whole discussion because, like, to me, I hate to say it, but it is not. It doesn't seem like sideshow. It looks like a custom piece to me.
Right.
And to me, they just
or
knocked
XM
it
or
out.
Prime One. Or
Yeah,
something.
they just knocked it out the park with the statue. Now the only test is going to be that paint. What that paint do? What that paint do? Sideshow.
oh yeah, I've been hearing complain about the Green Lanterns. So we'll see.
For me,
They usually I haven't seen them mess up any of the X-Men paints though. From anything from they. Go ahead, Steve. I'm sorry.
Well, I also think the hair is going to be important too, on how they do the seam line and everything else, because that to capture a person of color, the hair it hasn't really been done fantastically with some of the statues, in my opinion.
Correct.
Yeah. That's why I told you, Matt. That custom one I got coming. Well, I mean, I already got it paid. It just got to ship. That it came out. The hair texture came out real good for everybody that's in the group that already got the pictures.
They got to capture that soul glow.
When we do the unboxing, that's gonna be the video.
do something with it. Yeah, I mean, make the curl shine. Do something.
Bro, I knew this Bishop, Matt. I knew this Bishop was a knockout when Crippler was grabbing it, because he's super duper picky on his Bishop, bro. Like, love it, man. That's one boy.
We'll see.
Yeah, that portal.
I haven't heard
in
one
and
bad
out.
thing about this statue yet. Not one.
No, neither have I.
Well, what's his name? Buck said he should be more bulkier. That's all he said.
Yeah, but that's coming from.
See, I like them. I like them. I like them the way they have them. I like the anatomy of them the way they have them.
Yeah, you don't want them like.
Really with Buck, though, he's not even an X-Men collector, so
right. And to be honest, I'd rather have the portal be not pink, but like the blue,
like bluish, like maybe again.
Yeah.
Like
white, blue, or
I
something.
think they did it like that, Matt, because his ain't gonna be like Cable's. Cable had to do the blue because his is not gonna light up. This one will light up, Matt.
Yeah, Cable's is blue.
So once that light up effect hits it, it's gonna be more of that translucent pinkish type color. And he's
but I haven't seen him. But when he comes out of the portal, though, it isn't. At least from what I remember. Correct me if I'm wrong.
The original portal was red, Matt. It was like a.
Oh, it was?
red.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why they
all right, then I'm wrong. Hey, I'll admit it. I'm wrong.
I got the Bishop Crossing book behind me. I'm for real, omnibus collectors.
Yeah, I like I said, I'm super excited. There's a couple little nitpicks that I have with it, i.e. the Bishop name tape, and
that's his name.
Huh?
That's his name.
Yeah, and the gun. How's it being held up? It needs like some kind of like sling or something. It needs to have over the gun. That just bothers me from somebody that's
because it's supposed to have that little pouch thing that he throws it in there secure.
That has a Nerf gun. You have a lot of Nerf guns.
What about the ball head portrait, you guys? Because I know Cripple was saying he didn't like the light up eye.
Oh, I love the light up eyes.
So that's what I say. Everybody got a different take on it. Crip said that's what he didn't. That's the only point he didn't care about.
So, but yeah, this is definitely coming home.
Yeah, this is like an easy day one.
Even to me,
So you're already 2 for 2 on Sideshow then.
oh yeah, for sure. The thing with this though is even if the paint is messed up on this, I don't care. I'm still getting it, and I'm gonna get
And
it
to
fixed.
have somebody repaint it.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
how
well, you remember, Diane,
how-
we stay in Texas, so me and Jarhead about Matt.
Yeah.
So
So,
Matt
Well,
picked
shit,
that
I'll
quick.
find somebody to paint it.
yeah. So I don't care what the paint looks like. I do. I don't. I wish I didn't have to paint it after the fact, but if I do, I'll be okay with it. So
Yeah, let's just go for wishful
Because
thinking they do
you
good about
you,
it.
you can see the details in the sculpt are already there.
Yeah.
So
And that's supposed to be a sentinel hand on the base shop?
No, it's just
Um,
regular
not
rubble.
well,
It
no,
looked like a finger in some of them, bro.
it's
No,
a
I think
finger
it
of a
is,
sentinel.
bro.
It's like a piece of a sentinel right here.
See, look what. Yeah, I don't miss nothing, Steve. I'll be on it.
That's
And,
good.
and
Yeah.
the back of it's the X mansion. So he's stepping through a portal to the future, and the back of it's the X mansion. There's an X on the
Okay.
back of the very back of the statue.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
I done already caught my custom too, man. Now I'd be like,
This release for me, like I know a lot of people think I'm a Sideshow fanboy, but man, I gotta give like
What a
this.
fanboy! What a fanboy!
I know, but this one is the one that sealed the deal for Company of the Year for me. Is like this one right here. When they released this
okay.
one,
Because
I
they
was
listened.
like,
They listened.
yeah, but it's a character that no other company did. It's a character that, like, you know, no one, even like when we were trying to get Aang Sang to get
Sang.
it done, he never did it. And here it is with all the popularity behind it, and like everyone's jumping on it. And I think this is gonna be. I'm I know he's not a bad guy or villain, but this would be a cool piece just to add.
yeah,
for
because
the-
even if I count up all the customs, Steve, I think altogether it's not even 100. Because the one that I got, the museum pose, I think it's only 40. That one that had the Nimrod base from way back in the day was only like 35. And then there's one more that I think got like 40. So he didn't even have 100 of the custom bishops. So this license, then at least 1,000 to help out all the X-Men people fill their gaps.
Yeah.
Resin Ronin says.
So what's the poll?
Bishop is.
What's the poll on?
peeled and thick in this rendition. Go ahead,
Yeah.
Matt. Go ahead, Matt.
Go ahead. What's that, Matt?
So what's the poll on what company's going to be next to do a bishop?
XM.
How many XM? Yeah,
Everybody.
and
But they both do that though. Like one will show like the Nightcrawler, for instance. You know, one will show a Nightcrawler. The next thing you know, there's another Nightcrawler on XM or
Catwoman. Yeah.
They both do that. So, but yeah, there's.
I wonder
there's a
how
lot
it's
of-
gonna
there's a lot
look.
of buzz for this. I love this statue. Like to me, like I said, it doesn't feel like a Sideshow piece to me. So
I agree.
I'm very excited about this. And then here's another, you know, basically another example of their 2D renditions that they're doing. They're showing early.
But these are
concept.
1/6.
We don't know yet. There's some that are 1/4 maybe because the way the wording is. Some of them
It
say
says statue, right?
yeah. Some say statue. Some say whatever. So I guess
One
we'll
thing
just have to
about
see
it,
when it comes out.
it's DC though, so somebody gonna grab it. They love Batman. That dude, that got a following. Like,
Look at that cape, man. That cape looks like a Kucherik Brothers cape, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, and two, I have a feeling this is going to be not. It's going to be sculpted because on the base it looks like it's connected through the cape. So I think
oh,
the
the
cape
connect so to be more, yeah,
It
stability.
makes that bad.
yeah,
Yeah.
there's like bat wings basically.
I just like I mean, the sad part about it, man, is they've always had the artist guys. They just chose to make mediocre stuff. It's just now they just, like Steve saying, now they get to get Statue of the Year because they just this stuff they could have been doing, Diane, been
Yeah.
doing it, man,
Yeah.
been doing it. I knew when. I will say this. I knew when they grabbed Daniel Bell, he wasn't gonna make no plain Jane stuff. The last plain Jane stuff that he made was that Silver Surfer when he was holding the trash bags on the side. That's about it.
Yeah, they were making stuff that was like way too safe for me.
Yeah.
But
Well, like you said, you know, I don't have a problem with Magneto being safe because the fact that how they did it, you know what I mean? What if they would have did like extra all over the place, and then it would have been like the Beast critics, like, oh man, Magneto got way too much going on. It's too busy. Like you ever heard like people? That's what Jarhead was saying. People knock XM Nightcrawler because they talking about it's too busy. I love that he got
I
his
love
escaping
XM
from the
Nightcrawler.
danger room part. He's, you know what I mean? He's busy. Bro, there's not gonna be any collector where we can just. It's either gonna be one side or the other side. You either gonna be on one side of the fence or the other side, you know. Which goes back to what Matt was saying, that they just got it from a corporation standpoint. get to the, hey, what's gonna sell? What's gonna put money in our pockets? You know, we got to feed our painters, our sculptors. You know what I mean? Our design team, the factory. You know.
So, and this picture, they teased, you know, not one, not two, but, you know, 5 different statues coming up. So,
Which one is that next to Harley? Is that gonna be Catwoman with the to the left?
Yeah, to the left,
Right
looks like Catwoman. She's got cat ears and a motorcycle.
Oh, okay, I see it now. Yeah.
So, and I think this one right here is Superman. So, but I don't know what the other two are. There's like a
got like some type of
doctor.
kill tone.
Yeah, it looks like it. Like kind of looks like Hercules.
Yeah.
But so then you got the 3D rendition. So like I said, this is stuff that you need to keep up doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't knock them, man. So I sure doing their thing. I only had one piece of this, and that's Gene.
You got to go, Matt.
Yeah, man, I got to take off.
Okay, appreciate you coming on, man.
Yeah, always. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no
See
problem.
you always, bro. Stay blessed.
All right, guys.
See you,
Later.
Matt.
Take it easy. All right, I got some more pictures real fast.
It's a good topic, man. Like the whole custom stuff with going with Sideshow and everything. It's interesting because like I feel like not a lot of people know about it or even think about it because they don't collect customs. I mean, I don't collect as many customs. I do collect like accessories for customs, but like being on these shows and knowing you guys, it's like, yeah, you guys are like definitely.
And like I said, I started this whole thing for like to get the knowledge out there in the first place. You know, for people to get just because they heard bad stuff about a custom group doesn't mean all custom groups are bad and everything. So and for them to see like this is how custom groups operate too, you're kind of getting a taste of it. Of hey, this is how custom's been doing it for a long time. So like if you like this, maybe you should try to get a custom statue. Maybe you should try to get into the custom world. If this is what if you're excited about this kind of stuff, come on in,
Because like
My whole
all
take-
of these magnetos behind my head are all 4 of them.
Right. Yeah. I think like it's gonna depend on the person too. Like that's why I think I'm cool with so many of y'all in the community, because when I say X-Men exclusive, you ain't gonna be like, oh man, I seen X-Men exclusive on CMP Tuesday nights and he had a Batman in the background. Like it just ain't happening, y'all. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
shout out to John because he still be on me about Batman.
So this is a work in progress. There's a guy starting to, I guess, make this. I kind of wanted to see what you guys thought about it. Can you guys guess what this is?
Is this like
Galactus?
Galactus?
Yeah. So it looks like a bus. It looks like a bus, right?
Yeah.
But
Wait, what?
The throne.
The throne piece.
Wait, who? I don't even know what I'm looking at.
It's the back
So
of
that's-
Galactus' head.
Oh,
So who's
kind of
sitting
like
on the throne.
It's
Silver
Silver Surfer.
Silver Surfer, yeah.
he's the only one of his herald.
Oh shit!
See?
It's
Yeah,
a
that's
crazy
cool.
concept, right?
That's cool.
Oh yeah, man.
I knew
That
it had
would
to be a
like
catch
an
to
easy
it.
purchase.
You know why I knew it had to be a catch to it, Diane? Because look how his part was broke off, and all the busts are usually the full head. When I seen that little part
Yeah,
broke,
I
I'm
know.
like,
I saw that. Like it was broken on one
Kind
side.
of gave a
but I
little.
think-
But that's nice, Jarhead.
Oh man, that would be
So
like an easy purchase.
He's got 2 different base options too, where you can take Silver Surfer off the base and put him on this little stand right here.
That's cool.
Okay. And I don't think I've seen a Silver Surfer on Throne. That'd be the first.
No, this is
You never
different.
seen. You never seen a Silver Surfer on Throne. I seen, Thanos got his, Doom.
Is this just like a 3D thing, or somebody's actually picked this up to do it?
No, it's I know the guy who's working on it.
Really?
He's like a big Silver Surfer guy. So
okay.
he's I think he's gonna end up producing this statue. Because he
that
really
would
wants
be
it.
huge. I would so purchase this quick.
Yeah, there's a lot of people in that group that said they wanted to pick this up. So I'm definitely interested in this because Galacticus. So
Yeah.
I like this right here.
Yeah.
that's dope because it makes more sense for him to be sitting on a throne with a skull. Like I don't know, it makes more sense to me. But you have the options, change it out.
That's so bad, man.
Yeah, that's nice.
I was so about this.
I'll be right back.
It has to be quarter scale. I don't care how big it is. It has to be quarter scale.
It's gonna be a big ass piece for sure.
Yeah.
And this is like a centerpiece for sure.
Yeah. The guy that is making this, he's like, I'm saying, like he had like a shitload of Silver Surfer statues, like a big Silver Surfer guy. So, and then this are like all the attachments you can put in his hand, I guess.
Am I in this group or no?
I don't think so.
He mentioned to be in it ASAP.
All right, I'll get you up with the guy. Okay. He's a well-known guy, so I'm not worried about him, being shady or anything like that. So
yeah,
this is the guy that got the Thanos stuff, right?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. Okay. I might.
Yeah, I need this really bad.
Just the concept alone got me. I was like, I was flipping through Facebook and I was like, whoa, what is this?
It reminds me of like a Maestro statue.
Yeah,
what it does.
That right there is just nuts.
Yes.
But yeah, I wanted to share it and kind of get it out there and have people eyes on it, I guess, because obviously with customs, the more people you get to buy it, the better chance it is it's going to come out. So
well, you got a customer right here, so
yeah. So everybody that I've seen talk to him about it wants to buy it. So hopefully, this comes to fruition. So, and this.
She thick.
This
I don't
good.
like this.
You don't?
No, because it looks like real sleazy, man.
What her name is?
Right, exactly. Like it looks like she would be where we were talking about backstage, Steve.
Puerto Rican. I don't like. Yeah, I completely get what you're saying, but yeah, like she thick.
It's just doing like way too much. Like I don't need my statues to look like porno. Like if I want to watch porn, I know where to go. I don't want to go to my statue room to look at porn.
What do you think about these seam lines right here?
I didn't even notice them.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I do like the paint job on it. Is this a render though? Is this a render, right?
I think this is painted up, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
It looks good. The paint job.
I think this is painted. Look at the eyes.
Yeah.
Not that anybody was looking at them,
but the eyes.
I didn't know she had eyes.
What color was her? Okay.
It just looked good. I don't like. Yeah, I get what you're saying, Dion. Like, I don't like. There's a reason why I don't really collect too many female statues because of that reason.
Yeah.
But to me, this looks still pretty good. I will give it that. So
if they toned it down, I would say it looks great.
Yeah. And this monstrosity
what
for you you anime fans.
One Punch Man, right?
Yep. No, not One Punch.
No. One Piece.
One Piece. Yeah.
I don't even know what I'm looking at.
It's like basically tells the whole story of his. Like there's like a bunch of bad guys and good guys in it. Like to me, like I said before, like having One Piece to, represent your like something that you love. Like this would be it for me.
There's 8 characters in that thing. What I could count on right now.
Yeah. I know, like a lot of people don't like the busyness, but I think this is nuts. Like there's a ship in there. I don't know if you see it. There's a whole damn ship in there. So there's a sail, right? There's a sail, and there's the whole ship right there.
We looked at that PCS Vader. Like this kills it, man.
Yeah. And this is a custom group, making this kind of stuff. Look at these little guys down here. There's a guy in the water right here.
I have my glasses on. I still can't see what you guys are talking about.
That's okay. It's okay.
This is a render of it right here.
Yeah. I saw those 3 in the front.
You'll be able to see it better probably when it's colored up, but I think this is dope.
Yeah.
Oh, and then we have this angel. I thought this look was really good.
Anytime winged characters get made, it's like an instant like grail, I think. Look at
So
that.
you got the two different options for the wings. You got open or closed.
You can't make a wing character without comparing them to what you have, Steve.
The Hawkman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Hawk Tua.
The Hawk.
That's the bar that all wing characters have been set at.
So if anybody's interested in picking this up, hit me up and I'll point you in the right direction too. So the guy that's doing this is in my group, and he has made that Luke Cage that was in the group as well. So, and that one's about to ship. So
Yeah,
you got
it looks nice though.
Yeah, I do love how simple the base is too. To be honest.
Yeah.
very small.
The portraits look good. Oh, you could do one open and one closed. That's
One
really
closed,
cool.
Yep. It's just like yours, Steve. Just like Hawkman.
Yeah.
Vegas says blue with both wings. Yes, please.
Do you guys know about this? There's another Hawkman statue that's like a custom where his wings are really big and he's like killing people on the base or something like that. Have you guys seen that?
I'm not sure.
He has like somebody's head on a stick or something.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Oh, Random Korean says that one piece that we showed earlier that is a dream piece for him.
That lady.
Really?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't think I've seen that one, Diane.
Let's see if
No, I haven't seen it either. I don't think I have. I mean, I'm in so many groups, so it's like I might have seen it, but I thought this was pretty dope. Lady Loki.
I like it.
I think it's classy. You know how like you were talking about earlier. This is the difference between, too much and like just right. I think.
Yeah, perfect.
Yep.
Look at the flames, dude.
Yeah, that's perfect.
You could leave it like this and probably sell, to be honest.
Well, I think this is painted because look at the gold.
Oh yeah. That's cool. That
This
sculpt
looks
was
really good.
beautiful, man.
Yeah.
Look, like where she's grabbing, like it's
Yeah.
showing. That's crazy.
Yeah, the way she's grabbing at the cloth, it looks perfect.
This to me looks amazing. I don't see something like this. You probably couldn't do in a licensed piece.
Yeah.
This is why I appreciate custom so much.
So, what part of this do you think would not be allowed in a licensed piece?
Well, I don't know. I just don't see them doing all these skulls and like the way she's dressed. Like they've done stuff like that before, but I just don't see them doing this. I guess the combination of it all, I don't know.
I can see Brian One doing that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they do a lot of the what's that line that everybody's in? The Berserk. The Berserk's got weird statues like these. That one lady got the eyes and all that stuff down. You know what I'm talking about? It's like a weird little eye and blood and all that on the Berserk crew. One of the Berserk statues got a weird base.
I don't really even follow anime like that, so
I don't either. But I just seen it though.
You talking about the one that Prime One just put out?
All of them. I'm just saying the Berserk statues. Joe was saying if anybody had a chance to make it, it'll be the Berserk. If they can make the Berserk line, let me see if I can.
I think this is still available to pre-order. If anybody's interested in it, let me know. I can point you in the
That
right
piece
direction.
is really, really nice. But every time I look at it, though, I just like looking at her hair gives me anxiety because I'm like, that's gotta break.
Yeah. You never know. I mean, the ends are pretty thick right here.
Yeah.
Thick. So maybe not.
I think I've only had one hair breakage, and that was Storm, and that's only because like hers is twirling all over. But when it's like long strands like that, Diane, it's a better chance of them being able to stick it in that styrofoam and it just stick. Storm just had a problem because it was strands that was like the whole whirlwind.
Yeah, Storm's hair was breaking a lot too.
Yeah, I only had two break, but that was all of us.
I will say though that these things are a little bit over exaggerated.
What?
Which part?
Oh, those.
All her friends.
But isn't she known to be like?
Yes,
really-
but come on. Yes, she is, but like Power Girl is, you know.
So for me, that looks okay. Doesn't look as bad as the other one. The Scarlet Witch.
Not as emphasized.
Yeah, not as like the Scarlet Witch.
This is a custom piece that speaking of Matt Model Customs, he painted this up in 2 different variants. I actually have the original one behind me, how it came out, but I guess this was some kits that he painted up.
Yeah, the guy wanted 2 different color versions. Ain't custom.
Yeah,
it was cool. Came out real good too.
Hey, Jarhead, look at what I sent you.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one before.
I've been seeing it like pop up on eBay and stuff lately.
Yeah, I haven't seen that before, man. Oh.
Don't you have this statue?
Yeah, I just said it. I have it.
Oh, sorry.
That's what he was saying. They got some company do the original color, and then they got them kits where you can just pick your own. So he's got so Jarhead's got the default color in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah,
then,
I prefer yours.
Yeah, I like the. I love how Matt paints, but this one originally, I think I like it better. The original paint upon it. So.
I don't even know which one I like better.
Nah, the black one is real sleek. I like it.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know which one I like. But it seems like on the white version, he did Storm's
lighter.
Her color texture, her skin.
Lighter, yeah. That's how they wanted it, one dark skinned and one white skinned.
Okay. Well, I was always light skin ain't in no more, but still, you know.
D3 is actually selling this piece.
What is this?
It's XM. It's not XM. It's X-Man. Nate Gray. It's a custom piece that it was just a kit and he got it painted. So I think he's selling it for like $1,300. He said.
Wow.
On the post. So if anybody's interested, hit up D3.
Yeah, he's basically Cable without the virus.
Yeah, from Age of Apocalypse.
Yeah. So this is when like Cyclops and the real Gene have a son that don't got no virus. Apocalypse don't get it. They call him Nate Gray, so he's more powerful than all of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
This company does pretty good work too. So if anybody's interested, hit up D3 or me, and I'll point you to him, I guess. So.
Yeah, I was surprised nobody scooped that from. I was like, man.
Yeah, there's only less than 10, I think.
Yeah, ain't that many. Not that many.
So.
It's a lot of them.
Doom coming out soon.
So man, when this thing dropped, I was like, the back of this throne was amazing.
Yeah.
See? I was telling you.
So
the sideshow one has a crazy back. That Franco one got you know what I mean? Like Doom is just that's what I was telling you, man. Like it's hard, man.
I'm looking forward to this piece because this is my favorite custom group out there. So
yeah.
If you look real close, these are skulls. It looks like so. That he has his hand on. So I'm really looking forward to seeing the full reveal of this. So what were we saying, Stampy?
Is that a winter jacket that he has on around his shoulders?
Like a winter jacket? Yeah, of course.
That winter.
fur?
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. This looks promising, so we'll see. This custom light up was pretty crazy, I thought.
Yeah, the water effect is really, really nice.
Yeah.
I saw somebody selling this too. That looks good.
There's another custom being made too, I think from another group that is similar to this pose too. So
I feel like this character doesn't get love from statues.
He's not a big name character. You know, it's like like a MODOK.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that was basically the end of the pictures that I got. I got like 75 or something like that. So, I don't know. Like I said, I'm super excited to see and hope that Sideshow keeps up with this trend of, doing what customs do basically.
Right.
Another thing I wanted to talk about too that I forgot to put a slide in was the Prime One. I don't know if you guys heard, but Prime One now is offering custom paint.
Yeah, I saw that.
So like $500 for blood or snow, and then I think $10,000 for a whole statue painted, which doesn't.
That's the biggest scam I've ever seen in my life.
Think about that, Joe. That's exactly what it was, brother. Ain't no you think that's what they quoted.
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy, man.
I don't know of any. I don't know of any custom paint job that has cost that much money.
No, there isn't one, and
Yeah.
they know that too. This is the biggest scam I've ever seen.
I don't see anybody pulling the trigger on the $10,000 when they can get one for
I
like.
would hate to see
1,000.
anybody pull the trigger on $500 blood on the snow.
Yeah.
That's why earlier when Steve was like, man, y'all think we should be worried about the collect? No, we should be worried about companies pulling stuff like this. Niggas ain't going nowhere. It's companies pulling that. Like what, bro? Really? Come on,
For everybody in the chat, please, or anybody that's watching this, please don't spend $10,000 on a paint job when you can get one for like $1,000 or $2,000 at most.
This is not what John would say as collecting responsibly.
Yeah, not at all. So, and if you have questions about if you want something painted that bad, please reach out to me or D3 or one of the guys. We'll point you in the right direction. But please don't.
Even if you call Titson, she ain't charging 10,000.
No.
Yeah, she's about 1 to 2 as well.
Yeah.
Random Korean says, I wish Prime One allows statues already on payment plans to be able to get the 500 blood option. Want to see how the Vampiro looks with it, bro. Get it. Send it somewhere and get it painted. So
put this brother in touch with somebody, man, because $500 for blood spatter. No.
Resident Ronin says I could have Matt or another custom painter do a whole repaint on a statue painted back and forth for less than $10,000.
Agreed.
So,
Resin Matt would charge about shipping back and forth a whole from scratch about $1,500 max, and that's only because he's hourly.
Steve, didn't you have a full custom repaint of a statue?
Well, like I talked to him earlier. He just raised his prices, so I did. But
it's not $10,000, I'm sure.
No, hell no. I did a XM Studios Magneto and Sideshow Storm, a whole repaint.
You mind sharing how much you paid for?
It was under $1,000. It was definitely under like $700 or $600 or.
Yeah, and then Magneto went from white to
show. Are they behind you?
No. I sold one to Keeses and I sold the other one to Cash. Gotcha. They have them.
Yeah, Magneto was the one that was the white with the all over the place, right? He can hold his hand up and stop the missile. That one you went from white to what color did you go to? Like the red and
classic.
Same one Dion got. He went to your color, Zion. So from white Magneto.
That's white though.
Yeah. Well, it was just Steve's the only one to do that. It was the first ever. So Steve started the trend. Yep, started a trend and got Tuesday nights. You know what I mean?
But I mean, if he did that for under $1,000, that's really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wanted to address that real fast because I know a lot of people in the community get their stuff painted and they don't spend nowhere near that amount of money. So don't do that, please. But I'm not trying to take up everybody's day, so we'll end it here. I appreciate everybody stopping in and talking some custom stuff with me and everybody else out there. Steve, appreciate you coming in. You got anything going on or Tuesdays at what time?
Tuesdays at 8 p.m. But I'll show you this cool repaint really quick because this is a really good repaint. Let me show this really quick. This is the repaint right there. You see that?
That's yours?
Yeah, that used to be mine.
That's the one that he sent cash.
Wow.
Yeah, and he got that for $1,000.
Way under 1,000.
Yeah. So
I got that CMP price, baby. But look at the helmet, man. The helmet's like all freaking. It look good.
Yep, and that's from the white.
Look at that shit, son. Even like the little, like the belt and everything. I was like, hell yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, so this is a prime example. He got from the top of the statue all the way down to the bottom of it repainted. So
his helmet looks great.
I know. Oh,
Yeah.
Or did you just get the Magneto repainted? Did you get everything else painted too, or no?
No, just Magneto. Everything else
Magneto.
I left this alone. I mean, it was like a tank, whatever. But
Treads, yeah.
Yeah, I just left it alone. But this is a beautiful, beautiful repaint.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
But thanks for the invite, man. Like like Tuesdays at 8 and the rest of the week. So
Okay.
great topic today, I think.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's information for people. So
Yep.
at the end of the day, that's what it's about. So X-Men Exclusives, man, thank you for stopping in. And I know you got stuff going on in your life right now.
Yeah, I'm taking a break too.
Yeah.
Everybody know. I know I talked to you about it, Steve. Me and Diane talked about it before the show, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna be on break, man. I ain't gonna be. I got a family priority, so.
But like I said, I appreciate you coming in. I know you've got stuff going on in your life, and I wish you the well and everything, and everything turns out well. But like I said, thanks for showing up.
Appreciate you, bro.
Diane, man, appreciate you with the less superior Magneto back there.
I'll
Appreciate
trade
you.
you this Magneto for the Sentinel.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
that's a good trade. That's a good
Yeah,
trade.
okay, that's not
That's
a
a
good
good
trade.
trade.
That's not a good trade.
That's a crackhead price trade, there, boy. Woo!
But yeah, man, appreciate you always coming on, man. I know you're sick right now, so I definitely appreciate that. So
No worries. Thanks for having me, man.
yeah, but yeah, guys, let's get out of here. Done this in a while.